All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
Good afternoon or evening whenever you're tuning into the PGA Tour. Actually, not the PGA Tour, the Open Championship Round 2 Showdown show. Hopefully, you guys have a nice viewing experience for the Open this. Oh, we're live. I keep not knowing if these shows are live or recorded. Miscommunication on my end, probably. But what up? I see you in the chat. Let's do it. Let's have a nice Round 2 Showdown. First thing I want to do is I want to ask you guys, how did you guys like Royal B? Seeing it in the 2026 rendition of it. Did you guys think it was too easy? Too hard? I thought it was fine. Like a 5 under leading score. The course played 1.4 strokes over par, I believe. I thought it was totally fine. So it was fun with me. I got a great time watching it. Nice start to some of our plays, nice start to some of our bets. So let's recap who did what and get into some Round 2 Showdown action. So bringing up my screen, we saw Jackson Suber keeping that good form up. Sungjae, DB, all shoot rounds to 66 or better. Then a load of guys around 67 or better, from all the way from Bob Mack, Thomas Dietrich to we saw Cameron Young of a nice round, Pearson Cootie, Bryson, which we were on. So I love the way we are starting. Basically, a little recap of how and what everybody did to get to that spot is usually I go kind of player by player, but there's a lot of guys who shot 3 under or better. And a quick recap of it is I can't not acknowledge this as it comes in. Course is more baked than DJ right now. And I'll touch on the course after I go through these stats. But it was a load of steady ball striking paired with stern and positive short game. So it was like you needed to be all green for the most part, but it was like you had to be okay in the ball striking categories, but then you had to pop short game. You had to pop pop around the green, pop on the green, which is not always the stats that we see get to the top. I mean, we talk about a TPC style of golf course all the time. That's a guy who's gaining 4 strokes in a round on approach. Obviously, if you're doing that, it's going to get rewarded, but in this style of golf and the way that the leaderboard's shaping up here and what we're kind of looking for, it is just like plus to average to plus ball striking paired with that elite short game pop. And that is what we saw in Round 2. Now let's take a look at the wave split and then at the weather to touch on the course. So looking at the wave split, we saw it played in total 1.41, 1.8 in the afternoon, 1 stroke over par in the morning. So clearly an AM PM advantage in Round 1. And looking at tomorrow's weather, it's looking like we're going to get more of that because these guys are going out all day from damn near 6 a.m. Remember we looked at the time zones? What was the time zone? I forget what it was called. Something funny. British summertime or something like that. But the real word is, I think, Greenwich Mean Time. If you drop a comment if I'm correct, but that's off the dome. So look at this weather in the morning. Calmer, much calmer. And then once the afternoon kicks in and they're playing late, it is steady gusts and steady wind over 10 miles an hour. So it's clearly going to be an AM PM advantage for tomorrow. And I don't think we try to get cute with it. I think we play more AM golfers than we do PM golfers. But with that being said, it's nothing that is not scoreable. It's nothing that these guys haven't seen before. And I really do think that there's going to be some names to go out in the afternoon wave that actually post a nice number. So I'm not saying we're going 6-0, we're going 5-1. It's going to be a bigger majority of 4-2 AM PM, but I'm not necessarily crossing anybody out in the PM because of the weather. You're still going to be able to score if possible. You're still going to be able to scramble. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. AM PM blatant advantage, but it's not a dire cross off for the PM. And I think it's important to play some PM guys in Showdown for tomorrow because people are going to see the weather for today. People are going to see the weather for tomorrow, and they're going to be like, all right, this is a blatant AM PM advantage. We're just going to stack this AM wave. And then you're going to get golfers like I don't know who's in the PM. Bryson DeChambeau at 4% ownership again off a great start. Scotty Scheffler at less ownership than he probably should be at the top of the leaderboard. So that's kind of what I'm looking for in terms of wave split, in terms of how I'm stacking tomorrow. In terms of contest selection, I really like how, majors, obviously contests are sick, but I'm liking this PGA Tour Showdown 16.7K comeback. It's a 103 total entrance, 3 max entrant, and 3 entry max, 5K up top. 10th place pays 500. Did I just lose power? You guys see this? If I get abducted by a ghost, hopefully the stream is still going, because I don't know if I lost power or not. I'm just going to keep talking and hopefully it still goes well. But that 16.7K PGA Tour Showdown pays 10% to that 10th place spot, 500 of that. Okay, we're good. We are still live. Sweet. $500 of that 5K goes to 10th place, which is the 10% we are looking for to 10th place. And only 103 people can enter that contest, and you get 3 max entries. So 103 divided by 3, it's about 34.3. If you're max entering that contest, you only have to beat 33 and a half other people. You can beat 33 people. I know you can beat 33 people in DFS, especially when you use all of our tools and everything that we have to offer here at Ship It Nation, code BOOTS. So yeah, that's my contest, because I like, with that being said, not everybody's going to max enter that. You're going to put in 180 times 3. That is what, 720, 180 times 3, 540. I was thinking Tony Hawk, and I got the 720. So it's a 540 max entry in terms of dollars, but I think that's you can easily finish inside the top 10th percentile in that contest. So PGA Tour Showdown 16.7K is the contest. Next thing I want to touch on is the site, is the tools that we have to offer. So along with everything that I'm saying, which is going to be here, it's actually up already. If you go to Showdown, and then if you go to Slate Station, everything that I'm basically saying, and then all of the players that I'm basically going to be on are up there, but I'm not going to show it right now because it is behind a paywall. The stone was not up yet. It will be updated around 2 through 4. So give it a few hours and use that stone. Also, the projections are live, as well as a ton of other stuff on the site. Click right here, top left, hit join the nation. Bang, bang, bang. If you just want the golf stuff, PGA plus optimizer, get you SaberSim used, and you can pick 3 names from the stone, 3 names from what I'm saying, 3 names from the projections. Never use all of one. Use all the tools. Put it into SaberSim. Use code BOOTS. If you want every single sport, we have that as well. All access plus optimizer, code BOOTS, get you that free week if you have not used it yet. So that's what we're looking at for the site. Next thing I want to touch on is the good stuff. These stats, the players that we are eyeing for tomorrow. So I like kind of doing this sometimes blindly. Sometimes I like going in and having a really good idea, but I use this of me talking through it, of what I'm looking for, as some of my own research as well. So you guys can see steady ball striking with short game pop led to some of the rounds of the day. So that's kind of what we're looking for, but I'm also looking for some short game regression after 1 round. So I'm not scared to go to someone who lost like 3 strokes putting in round 1. They have nowhere to go but up. So show me some steady ball striking with some short game pop ability. We'll start with Victor Perez right here. 2 under round, popped for a stroker on the green, and he popped for what? 2.4 strokes ball striking, 2.45 strokes ball striking. That is steady ball striking. And he showed that he could have some short game pop. 2 under round was great in round 1. Right here, what else are we looking at? I like also not knowing who I'm looking at, because there's no bias. Like, it could be a horrible golfer or a great golfer. A nice steady ball striking day. Gained just under 2.1 strokes ball striking. Lost a stroke around the green, but proved to be able to pop on the greens. That is Nick Taylor, who we were on at $5,800 a week long. This is a really nice profile. They proved that they could have a nice around the green round, and I'm not scared to go to minus 2.8 around, or minus 2.8 on the green. If it was around the green, that'd be a little different, because we know the putter can turn quicker. And if this was like minus 5 over 2 days, I'd be like, I'm out. But if it's just one bad day on these new greens, I think I can get behind it. This minus 1 is Ben Griffin. I don't mind that at all. This is a profile I'm kind of going to be avoiding. Like, this guy lost 1.5 strokes ball striking, and it was all short game. Not that that's not sustainable. Like, he shot under par today, but I don't want to go to that, like, bad ball striking. Right here, gained 2.5 strokes ball striking and was about a 0 around the green, 0 short game. If this guy is generally a nice short gamer, why can't they pop in round 2 for the short game? That is Shane Lowry. I love him already. He's in my. I'll give you right now. He's in the slate plan. So Shane Lowry. Who else? This is steady. Gained just under 2 strokes ball striking, even on and around the green. The profile that we are looking for. Eugenio Kachara. I love that as well. So let's find a few more guys. This is even ball striking. So it's about plus 0.4 strokes ball striking. Plus 0.1 strokes ball striking. And so this is a weird profile. This, because you see the pop on approach, you see the pop around the green, and then minus 2.5, minus 1.1. This is a volatile, a high ceiling, low floor profile, which I love in showdown settings. And this is Rasmus Højgaard. Rasmus Højgaard already in the slate plan, and that is someone who I always like in showdown settings. So those are some golfers I like. Before we get out of here, we have to talk about the one golfer that I am on. This golfer I am 100% playing in a majority of my lineups, maybe every single lineup. He goes by the name of, he's English. Guess it. He's an English golfer who just played well recently. Plays good on TPC Designs. He almost won in Florida. His name is Jordan Smith. Jordan Smith shot 2 under today, and I love the profile that he brings in to the slate tomorrow. So Jordan Smith, 2 under round today, and he basically did everything across the board. Solid. Let's go Jordan Smith. Okay, nice, solid, just under 3.25 strokes ball striking, and the even around the green, even on the green. Jordan Smith is generally a better ball striker than he is short gamer, but if he's proving some nice things, he's from this area of the world, I think he can get comfortable on these surfaces. So Jordan Smith, if he can have one short game pop and pair with that nice ball striking, I absolutely love it, and he did not show any bad signs in the short game. So Jordan Smith is the one golfer that I am on. As always, before we get out of here, the song of the day, we're going to go with Lost in a Wave by the French excellence band called Landmarks. So that wraps it up. I will say we will be back tomorrow with round 3 and round 4 showdown. Be aware for times tomorrow. They might be early recordings, late releases, but if they're recorded early, the slate plan will come later. And then if you have any questions, feel free to tag me on X, Twitter, Discord, shoot me a DM. If I don't get to it, shoot me another one, and then hopefully I can respond to any questions. I hope you guys have a great Thursday evening. Look forward to tomorrow's slate, and let's ship it. Let's cash. See you guys tomorrow.